Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Steelbook edition of Training Day. Training Day is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu Ray, released by Warner Brothers. It can be found as a slipcover edition, available at your local and online retailers, as well as a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Now, this movie is one of those films that is so much more than you would read as far as the description goes. It's got a great story, but the atmosphere is fantastic. The way it was shot, which we'll touch on more in the picture quality review. And of course, the actors. Denzel Washington as Alonzo is borderline terrifying in his role. Ethan Hawke as his rookie partner. All that make for a winning combination and sets it apart from other crime thrillers. We live in a world where there are multiple crime thrillers cranked out at any given moment during the year, and I have to give credit, of course, to director Antoine Fuqua, who just really set this one apart with his own way and how he directed it, and he keeps things reined in, but makes it very compelling, from start to finish. The film's DP stylized this film in a certain way, which definitely is one of the factors that sets it apart from the other movies, and I couldn't imagine after watching it multiple times that I could look any other way. If you enjoy a good, gritty crime drama with a fantastic cast, I highly recommend you watch this one. It is really one I believe that you will go back to multiple times, just as I do. Alright, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing of the Steelbook. Okay, we have the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook edition of Training Day. As far as artwork goes, I like it. It's cool. It's got kind of a nice shine to it. And then the back, I would have really liked if the bullet holes were embossed. I think that would have been cool. Spine. Interior. Some artwork. So, yeah, overall, pretty solid. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Training Day on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 235:1 aspect ratio with native 4K resolution and graded with HDR10. If there was ever a case for a subpar Blu-ray desperately needing a 4K upgrade, I give you Exhibit A, Training Day. This movie came out initially on the format, I would say very early in its cycle, and ever since then, it has desperately needed some love and attention. And I feel that we finally have the definitive version of the film on 4K. This new 4K is as different as night and day. Go ahead, pop in that old Blu-ray and see for yourself. I will wait. Immediately, the improvements are noticeable. For one, the color timing. While I wasn't able to find any notes on a remastering or a restoration, there was certainly some work done and it shows. The image appears clean with no noticeable imperfections from the source. Grain is light, very light. I don't suspect any management was done, and if so, it's very, very subtle. It's easy to argue that due to the stylized elements of the film, the HDR grading may not truly represent what was first seen in theaters. To be fair, that would be a hard point to argue. From my eyes, the HDR grading emboldens the color space much better than the Blu-ray did. Does the picture slightly skew towards teal? Yeah, in some scenes it can be a bit obvious at times. In the scene where Alonzo is meeting the three wise men, it leans towards yellow though. Once again, this film is very stylized, so it really is dependent on any given scene. That being said, golden sunsets, interior lighting, the vast structures of LA look so much richer than before. Skin tones appear natural, leaning towards the warmer side. Whites also stay in line without being overblown. The black levels in this new HDR graded transfer are stellar and my favorite aspect of this 4K. This film is all about the shadows, both in a literal and a figurative sense, and they look at times menacingly dark. When Alonzo is goading Jake at Roger's place, Denzel is appropriately concealed, only showing his eyes. I absolutely love the shot, and the HDR does this scene proper justice. Other similar moments benefit just as well, and in the back part of the film, night scenes look deep. Thankfully, Crush is nowhere to be found, which could easily have been an issue with a film like this. Textures receive a welcome enhancement that close-up shots, of which there are many, clearly benefit from. In general, the image enjoys much more clarity than before, which allows for more details to shine through. Training Day on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a newly upgraded Dolby Atmos audio mix. For this new Atmos track, I was immediately impressed with the room-thumping energy that the overall presentation provided. This track is a beast, and its robust output I would put up against any Disney offering any day of the week. It's not perfect though. Several moments in the film, dialogue was very much being drowned out by either ambience or other audio cues. During some action moments, sure, I can understand that to a degree, but in this dialogue exchange, for example, it was a bit too low. With that, the front end really has some solid, energetic output throughout the film. The surround space is wonderfully engaging with plentiful bouts of ambience, either traffic noise or the populated streets of LA and its neighborhoods. High channel activity is sporadic in their use, mostly falling in line with the complementary variety, but immersion is achieved all the same. The LFE. Ouch. This is going to surely piss off the neighbors. Musical beats, gunfire, all land with a robust authority. At times, you'll feel like your home theater is being punished, and you better well make sure your settings are dialed in right because you may break something. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Training Day on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a solid A. Whether it's revisionist or not, I do feel that Training Day on 4K best represents the film on any home format. All the stylized elements benefit with HDR, the image is clean with no source-related issues. This, in my opinion, is a well-done transfer. For the audio mix, I'm going to score this one an A as well. You're certainly going to feel this one in the morning because the Training Day Atmos upgrade certainly means business. Aside from the dialogue issues I mentioned earlier in the review, audio cues have a fantastic immersion, it's clean overall, and it has a room-shaking low end. This is one to crank up at home, but you might want to do it in the daylight hours. So that is my review of Training Day on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave both an Amazon and a Best Buy link in the comments section. If you use them, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.